Okay, now we're going to move on to question 2G. I removed 2F because it was more complicated than I had intended it to be. So in this case, we're going to be looking at the expression of white in the males versus the females in the Bombxy. So what's interesting in this organism is that the female is the heterogametic sex and the male is the homogametic sex. And they use the notation, so the females are ZW and the males are ZZ. Now, if we were to look at this in the presence of having this W chromosome, we see less silencing. Okay, so this is what we see in the females, but without the W chromosome, we see more silencing. Okay, so this relates back to the Drosophila, where we saw that the presence of the Y chromosome could act as a sink of heterochromatin factors. And so if the W chromosome here was acting as a sink of heterochromatin factors, then we would expect that more heterochromatin is going to be, these factors are going to be made to keep this white chromosome heterochromatic, and that would leave less of these factors to be involved in expression or the position effect variegation of white. So we see less silencing, more of the white gene expression. Now, if we don't have this sink where the heterochromatin factors are going, then we would expect to see more silencing. So if you don't have W, then you're going to have more silencing factors being able to go to the white locus, the locus which is experiencing the position effect of variegation. Now this is really similar to the Drosophila. So remember, in Drosophila, the heterogametic sex are the males, which are XY, and the homogametic sexes are the females. So if the Y and the W were equivalent in the sense that they both could act as sinks to hold those heterochromatin components, then this would explain this type of pattern that is the observed pattern with respect to this question. And so we could ask the question, is SUVAR a limiting component of heterochromatin? And the way that we would test that is we would simply overexpress it. And if we overexpressed it in either the males or the females, we would expect to see more white patches, more position effect variegation, and that's because there was more heterochromatin at that locus. So those are the two answers to parts G and